Hey everybody, how's it going? Um, so we're almost into well, less than few hours left before we officially enter into year 2026. And I thought I'll make a video and tell you about something that not a lot of people want to hear, and and people have never liked to hear these sort of things. But I'll tell you right now. Adjusting my scarf. So in 2025, I spoke to quite a few people. Yeah. So in 2025, I spoke to quite a lot of people, and I paid them. I some people from Microsoft, some from Amazon, and few other people who work in industries that are tech heavy, so they're like software heavy type of companies, and yeah, I just thought I'll have a conversation with these people. I paid them to have a conversation because yeah, nobody has time to do things for free, which is justifiable. But anyway, where am I going with this? Having conversations with these people kind of made me realize that what a lot of other people say or tell you in the industry is completely wrong. You'll hear this on LinkedIn, you'll hear this elsewhere, how modern interviews are useless, and the companies don't know how to do the interviews. They don't know how to test people for real skills and all that stuff. And when I spoke to these people from big companies who are there, getting paid good amount of money, I came to realize that um it's not really the skill set that they have that got them there in the big companies. It's not the skill set, it's not who they know, it's not the network. It was only one thing, and they literally told me this themselves. It was literally one thing, and that was um interview skills and computer science. That was all. That was all. That is what got them there. Good skills, obviously good interview skills, being able to talk and all that, but also just computer science, understanding of computer science, and mainly that's data structures and algorithms, and then being able to do things with that, being able to explain why this algorithm is faster than this one, why this data structure makes more sense to store certain type of data versus the other data structure, and these sort of things. And they come in interview and they told me that this was like the only difference, that mainly the only difference, that somebody who ends up getting into a big company versus somebody who works for a smaller company. This is the main difference. It's getting in, this is like a handshake kind of thing. You know, you need to kind of show up, but to show up, you need to know computer science. For example, if I ask somebody who's a good programmer, works for whatever company, never paid attention to computer science, okay, what's binary search? Binary search is basically starting from the middle and then trying to look for a number. Either you go left or you right, and then you divide that whatever is left again until you find the number. That's binary search. What's linear search? You just start from the left and you go all the way to the right. Which one do you think is going to be faster? Binary. Anyway, but these are basic questions that you learn in computer science, but not a lot of people pay attention. But these sort of things also get you in big companies. They do get you that little, that handshake to at least start the conversation. But if you just kind of disregard that, computer science is impractical. Computer science does not teach you how to deploy something on Amazon. It doesn't teach you how to create Docker images. It doesn't teach you how to write scripts, deployment scripts. It doesn't teach you how to create a good API. It doesn't teach you how to, work with legacy code. Yeah, it doesn't teach you all that, but it teaches you things that kind of get you there. Kind of get you started, and just showing up, but not without computer science skill doesn't cut. And I don't think it's going to cut even in 2026, because a lot of the employers are going to be like, okay, all these people here, they're all right, but which one's better? Which one seems to have this formal education kind of thing, you know? Because when you speak to people who do have this computer science understanding, they'll sound different, they'll sound a little bit more technical. It's in the same way. Like, I tend to give you an example of somebody who understands. This is a bit of like kind of off topic, but I'll kind of make my point. Somebody who understands their body, they have experimented with it. They do have tried several different exercises. They will learn, when you talk to them, and you can kind of see this person seems to know what they're talking about. They do have experience, They do have experience with a lot of different hormones you can put into your body, and how they're going to affect the side effect, and how they're going to improve your life, or they will not improve your life. These people know. Okay, that's category number one. Now you take a second person who actually has the formal education from the school or something, and you speak to that person. When you speak to the second person, they are gonna sound way different. They're gonna sound way more reliable. And this is this pattern I see again and again and again and again. And you will see it in your life as well. Somebody who says they came from that uni or that uni, when they talk differently. And same in programming. Even when you speak in interviews and you have this background of computer science, you can kind of make yourself sound different, And when you do have actual practical tests and all that, whiteboard exercises and all that, and the data structure, the algorithms, then you can kind of just storm through the interview, At least the first stage is done. So that makes a huge difference. And you're somebody who's watching this video. If you want to focus on one thing in 2026, focus on what's boring, what nobody wants to do. Because everybody wants to go, install on cloud and create an application overnight. Everybody wants to do that, and people are doing that. Don't be like that, because you can do that eventually. That's not a skill that's really difficult to learn. The difficult stuff is the boring stuff that nobody wants to do. Nobody wants to open a damn book and go back to learning how a damn array works, Nobody wants, like, a lot of people won't even know that if you want in an array, you can jump. If you know the index of an array, you can jump literally right to the end of the array. This is basic computer science stuff, and it does sound exciting sometimes, but mainly it's boring. And if in 2020 you want a good job, you want to work for a better company, you want to get paid more, you want to just be confident, if I leave this company, I'm going to find job elsewhere. Learn computer science. That's all I'll say. Learn computer science, learn interview skills, and yeah, you'll do well. And with that said, I wish everybody a happy new year. I hope you guys have amazing time with your family and whatever you're doing. People who are gonna be partying, you guys have a good time as well. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys next year then, and wish you all well.